Boom shakalaka, this chart changes everything for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. If you want to find out exactly why, stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're talking about why this chart changes everything for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Before we get into it, make sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get to 1,000 likes. Now, today we are still in extreme fear at 17, but you can see over the last week, the fear has been easing up. Now, across the markets, down about 7% today. Bitcoin sideways at 31,639, Ethereum at 1935, BNB at 318, Cardano 60 cents, XRP 42 cents, Solana $44, and Dogecoin 8 cents. And if you want to know the top coins today based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, they would be XSGD, KuCoin, CoinMetro, DeepCoin, and YuCoin. And if you want to check out token metrics for yourself, there's a discount link down in the description. Now, Bitcoin today has broken out of this wedge like we were talking about would happen, has some pretty stiff resistance right at about $41,000. But we have some pretty insane charts coming up for Bitcoin that we're going to be taking a look at and what specifically this means for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So to begin with, I would say Permabull Aurelian Ohayon, who during the whole time while everybody was saying the sky was falling, this guy was still making charts, one of the very few Twitter guys still making charts and still saying the price is going up. He's saying here, if we take a look at the 2-month choppiness index, it gives a third historical starting signal for bull runs. Every time this blue choppiness signal crosses this green line, well, that's a signal for a bull run. Happened back here in 2016, happened in 2020, and guess what? It just happened again. But not only that, an even more accurate detector of the start of big bull runs, the 2-week Chaikin money flow. When we take a look at this, the Chaikin money flow here is in green. When it changes direction and bounces off of this white line level right down here, that historically has been a very, very good signal for pretty much the bottom, the start of gigantic bull runs. Where could we be headed? Well, we are still on par for getting to the hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars per Bitcoin. If you take a look at this $200 trillion monetary energy network, by the time of the next halving, Bitcoin is going to be between $300,000 and $800,000 per Bitcoin based on this chart here, which gets exciting and brings me to this chart here, why this changes everything for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. William Clemente saying, long-term holder cost basis is rising as short-term holder cost basis declines. If this persists and short-term holder cost is below long-time holder, historically has marked generational Bitcoin buying opportunities were getting close. So as you can see, when this short-time holder line, this orange line, crosses below the long-term holder realized price, the green, the 2 previous times this has happened, this has been pretty much generational buying opportunities for Bitcoin. It's getting close to happening again. We see the short-time holder realized price in orange coming down, the long-term holder realized price getting up, and the previous times, this is just a comparison of the short-term holder, long-term holder cost basis ratio. Every time it's below this green line, great buying opportunities. We are getting close. But I would say, me personally, I am just waiting for a little bit of confirmation before I'm going balls to the wall bull again, because we could just be getting faked out once again. And here's why. Well, first thing is, if we take a look at the supply last active 1+ years ago rate of change, this chart is from the Real Plan C. For the 4th time in Bitcoin's history, it appears that this metric might have already bottomed out and be reversing. The last 3 times this has occurred, once we left the green zone, which we have not yet left, well, Bitcoin was in, the bottom was in already, and a massive bullish uptrend followed. So the last 3 times when we left this green zone, the bottom's already in, headed up. I would wait to see us leaving this green zone. Not only that, but historically, every time that Bitcoin price has dropped below this blue line, the 100 weekly moving average, it has at least touched this purple line, the 200 weekly moving average. This time we've broken through the blue, the 100 weekly to the bottom. We have not yet touched the purple, the 200 weekly moving average, which is right now at about $22,000. So I would actually personally, and again, not financial advice, this is just what I'm doing, I would actually wait for this to get back above the 100 weekly moving average before I get bullish. And just to give you an idea, that 100 weekly moving average right now is about $37,000. Not only that, but there's one other chart that basically tells us right before the bottom and right after the bottom. And it has signaled right before the bottom. It has not yet signaled right after the bottom. And that indicator is the pi cycle top indicator. And you're like, but this is a top indicator. How is this going to signal the bottom? Well, follow me right here. We have two lines here. We have the green line and we have the orange line. Well, when there's a change in direction of the green line, that's right before the bottom. When we have a change in direction of the orange line, that's right after the bottom. So the bottom actually occurs between the change in direction of the green and the orange line. It happened back here in 2015. And then if we take a look, it happened, guess what? Right here in 2019 as well, where between the change in direction of the green line and the change in direction of the orange line, that was the bottom. Well, if we take a look at where we are right now, we have had a change in direction in the green line, saying we're before the bottom. We have not yet had a change in direction in the orange line, meaning that potentially the bottom has not yet come. Maybe a little flash wick down to $22,000, $23,000, or it may not. There's no way to tell. But if you're a long-term Bitcoin holder, particularly for many years to decades, I think we're all going to be happy in what's coming. So that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to push the like button. It helps out so much. I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.